Hey guys, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and today I am at Knott's Berry Farm. It's been a couple weeks, but I am here today because yesterday I saw on Instagram that they're installing the LSMs on Monte, so I had to come check it out. Let's get inside the park. Good morning. All right, we have a crane on site. This is awesome. I'm hoping to see some go in, and look at this. They did a lot yesterday. When I was looking at Instagram stories, they were installing just inside the station, and they've made it all the way over to here, and looks like they're bringing in another one. This is great. Here it comes, perfect timing just as the park opened and I got here. They're gonna finish this thing by today, I'm sure. You know, I gotta say, I did not even think about them installing it inside the slot where Bob slid up and down for the flywheel. Every time I was here, I was wondering where they were going to install it. And well, here we are. This is so cool to see. It is a very fast process compared to getting pieces of track in. So no surprise that they got as much done as they have. This is neat because every other coaster that I've seen, like for instance, the new coaster that's going to Magic Mountain, the LSMs are already pre-installed from the manufacturer. So with this being a retrofit, get to see something that you normally don't see. They're currently in a holding pattern of sorts. I think they just need to make some little adjustments in order to get it to sit in properly, taking a little bit longer than the initial process. It's moving a little bit there. It's almost lined up. Looks like it just needs to drop down a tiny bit. It's pretty horizontal or even with the other LSM. Working on getting everything connected underneath, or he just kind of hard to see here. It's a little bit in the shadows. Oh, all right, there we go. Just cut a cable off or disconnected. And it's not just these LSMs going in. They've been getting, like, here, let me just show you real quick here. You see these boxes underneath here. There's another one under here, and going all the way down all along the track. All of this has been installed in the last 2 weeks. Well, I guess these boxes could have been there 2 weeks ago when I was here because I wasn't able to be on this side, but I'm pretty sure all of this happened here very recently. Here you can see where they have it connected together. They have some, you know, all those new supports that I showed you last time. Try to, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, here you can really see where they've connected those LSMs. Yeah, so I guess they put, yeah, okay. This is making more sense now. Have these new supports here, right? And it comes up to this I-beam running down the center. That's where the cable used to run. And then just above it is where they're connecting those LSMs. You know, it's funny, you know, I was wondering for the longest time how all this was gonna come together. Now that they're doing it, I'm like, oh, of course, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Exactly. Like, I should have thought of that. Just show you the rest of everything here. Yeah, I can't believe that they've gotten all these LSMs done in just like a day. This is awesome. Got some bolt action right there. Exciting stuff, guys. Just depends on what level of nerd you are. Some will love this, some will be like, Chris, can you show us something else? And look at this, they've also closed the gap between the launch and the loop. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. but makes sense with you know, getting that done and getting these LSMs in. It is gonna take a while for me to get used to seeing these LSM stator fins just sticking up. So used to the flywheel, and of course the sound. MonteZOOma's Revenge is not gonna sound the same anymore, unfortunately. Looks like they have it in and should be disconnecting from the crane here pretty soon. All right, it was only 20 minutes since I walked in and they were starting to install it, and they've completed it. So very, very fast process. And just like that, another one coming in. It is only 10:30, so it's been 10 minutes since they finished up on the LSM that we saw go in. And I'm not gonna show you this entire thing because it's gonna be a little redundant, but yeah, you can just see how fast they are moving here. I do want to show you down here, so I couldn't really get a good view of it last time, is all these footings over here. Actually, you know what? Let me just wait for this thing to stop beeping, and then I'll show you here. We'll watch this one come up. Why not? Now that all the beeping stopped, I wanted to talk about these footings down here. When I was here 2 weeks ago, I was over the Jaguar exit because this spot was closed, so I couldn't get a really close look at it. Not only do we have new footings for the new supports that connect to the I-beam that connect to the LSM, but they also dug out the old footings, and the old supports also have new footings. And this one over here with this cross brace, that square piece is huge. But there's gonna be a lot of torque on this, I imagine, and that's why they redid all the footings, not just putting in the new ones for the LSMs. It's fantastic seeing this finally come together after all these years and setbacks and complications. Once they got to it, they weren't messing around, and it is looking very, very promising that the coaster will open at some point this year. On the other side of the station now, there's more work happening. Electrical conduit sticking up. Looks like they're building a fence with those gray posts that go up to the catwalk. And we'll see if they do any LSMs on the backside. There was supposed to be a backwards launch. We'll find out. Jaguar is currently closed. I found out when I walked up the exit over here, and they peeked down from the station. They're like, "We're closed." And so I can't get a look at Monty from over here, but I'm gonna check back in a little bit. I don't want to stay here too long though. Checking back in, it is 11:10, and they are lifting up the third piece since I got here. At this rate, I think I might see them finish all of the LSMs. That is pretty awesome. Each LSM stator has a cable coming out of the front and backside, and here you can see where they will connect to the box. It's coming all the way down here. You can see all of them. That'll be the next step after they get all these installed, and I imagine by next week we're gonna see all this hooked up. I was just looking at this picture I took back in August of 2022. Yeah, 4 years ago. You can see the slot where the cable went through for the launch system. That is where they installed these I-beams to mount the LSMs. Now that we're looking at how it's looking right now as a comparison. Pretty cool how this is all coming together. Well, Jaguar is still not open. It's just running empty trains. It was down for a scheduled maintenance from Monday until yesterday. It was supposed to reopen today, but still not open. It's a bummer. I like to go over to the exit and get a view of all of this. especially now that the sun has moved to the other side. Oh, yep, there goes another empty train. The workers are at lunch right now. So when they get back, I'll see if Jaguar opens. If not, I'm gonna head out because it is a hot day here and I just wanna get home. You guys are back from lunch. There's another one going in. Sun is perfect right now too. This is nice. Probably not perfect for them. It is hot. I'm hot. Gonna get out of here pretty soon. I don't think Jaguar is gonna reopen. In other news, good news, I was able to get back into the VIP lounge. For those that didn't see the video where I talked about this, so last year, okay, let's back up all the way. I'm a Six Flags Diamond member. I've been a member since like 2019. Last year, when I got the All Parks passport since the merger, it changed to a Prestige Pass, and I was able to go into this lounge all last year. And then this year in January, I go up, they scan it, and they say, oh, sorry, Diamond members can't come in. It's only for Prestige members, which there was a whole mess calling and trying to figure it out, and it just wasn't going to work. Just tried it again. I was able to get in. Awesome. Got myself some snacks, which these used to be behind the counter, and now they are out just to grab. However, their drink machine is down, and they used to have not just a soda machine, but they had like a jug, like a glass jug with water, so you get free water. They don't even have that out anymore. I just came for some water, but now I got to go over to the funnel cake place or something to get water. But anyway, good news. I'm back in the lounge. Next thing is I need to figure out if I can get the dining plan added to my pass, because that was something else that I wasn't able to do back in January. It's been a little bit of a technical mess with this merger, but hopefully it is all getting worked out. And the Boysenberry Festival is underway, which isn't why I'm here today, but since I'm here, I'll at least show you the theming. You got all these vendor booths and everything. It's always a super awesome event here at Knott's Berry Farm. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it from here at Knott's Berry Farm. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again really soon. Take care, bye now.